Hello and welcome to my channel. It's a Tailored Life. My name is Taylor, and in today's video we are going to be going through and cleaning out my kitchen cabinets. I'm doing Konmari style cleaning in all of these cabinets, just making sure that I'm not putting back any items that we don't use or that are just taking up space because they haven't been used in a while. So I donated a lot of items and I did throw away a lot of items. It felt so good to get these cabinets totally cleaned out. I started off in this cabinet just by pulling down everything. These are all of our cups and tumblers and mugs. This cabinet kept my son's bottles, which he no longer used bottles at all anymore. So I wanted to clean it out, and now that the school year is over, I also wanted to make sure that I went through any tumblers or cups that my son normally takes to school for lunch to make sure they're all in working condition before I put them back. So once the cabinet was completely cleaned out, I went ahead and I wiped it down. I just wanted to make sure it was clean and fresh before I put anything back inside. If you're new to my channel, I would love to introduce myself. My name is Taylor. I am a wife and a stay-at-home mom. I have two boys, Jackson, who's 6 years old, and he's going into the first grade this year. And I have a 1-year-old son, Lincoln, who stays at home with me. I love making videos. I love the YouTube community. So if you're new here or if you're returning, let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear from you all. I love making YouTube friends and finding new people to follow and watch on YouTube all the time. So let me know down in the comments who you are and if you're new here. So these are all the items that I have left out from cleaning out these two cabinets. Now most of these items I either put in a box to donate or I threw away if they were missing pieces, missing tops. Some items I did take out and I left them on the counter because they actually needed to find a new home. They just didn't fit in the cabinet with the way that I was trying to organize it. But most of this stuff I donated or I threw some of it away. These champagne glasses and stemless wine glasses, I did keep those. I have a bar area in a different part of my home, so I found a new home for those. And the same with this measuring cup. I found a new home for it with my other baking and cooking items that it was being kept up in this cabinet and it just didn't fit. Also, I know this cabinet looks pretty bare, but I had just run the dishwasher from the night before. So that's why we only have 2 plates. The plates that we used from the previous night were still in the dishwasher. And up top, these are just some containers that I don't use very often, but I left them up there because we do use them sometimes. They're glass dishes and they do come in handy.
I forgot how you looked like in rain. I swear I never thought it would matter. If I'm gone by now, all my weakness keep on linger on repeat like it will be my fate.
Now we are going to get started on this disaster of a cabinet. This is where I would normally keep some miscellaneous items, but it's mostly full of Tupperware containers and bento boxes for my son's lunch. just a lot of randomness that's kind of just been getting stuffed in here, and it's not really functional at all. Literally every time I would open it, items would fall out, and I just kept stuffing items in there. So it was really good that I finally went through and pulled all of this out, because there's a lot of items in here that weren't even being used, that were in the very far back. It's embarrassing. And as you can see, my 1-year-old Lincoln is trying to help me out with the clean out. So if you notice a little hand here and there, he's usually home with me throughout the day. So a lot of times when I'm making videos, he's somewhere around close by. This is the final look for this cabinet. I did get rid of a lot of items from this cabinet. Any Tupperware that was missing pieces, didn't close properly, I got rid of a lot of it. I also had a lot of baby items in here that had never been used before, so I was happy that I was able to donate those. And it just looks so much better now that it's all cleaned out. I only kept Tupperware items that we currently use or that my son is going to be using in the next school year. And now we are going to get started on my cabinet under my sink. I am going to be using this container set that I got from Walmart. It's a part of the Home Edit, which I love all of their organization videos. Everything from the Home Edit isn't always very relatable for me because I don't have everything color coded and like perfectly matching, but I do love these containers for organization. So as I pull the items out from under the kitchen cabinet, I have the containers out and I just kind of organize them as I pull them out. Instead of pulling it out and making one giant mess, I put them in the container. If it's items that we weren't using, because a lot of this was chemicals and old, I did go ahead and I put a lot of it in trash bags to just go ahead and throw out. I didn't feel comfortable donating any of this, just especially with me not knowing how old some of it was. Some items had been in the very back of the cabinet for a really long time, and I just wasn't even sure where I could donate cleaning items at if I wanted to. But I did find a home for most of my items and was able to keep most of it and just have it all neatly organized. This cabinet is probably my favorite just because of the containers. It looks so neat and organized once it's complete.
Don't wanna be shy. I will let my guard down. Don't wanna be shy. I will let my guard down. I wanna laugh out loud. Talk a little deeper. Kiss a little harder.
In the process of trying to clean this cabinet out, we created an even bigger mess. I gave Lincoln a snack to hang around with me while I did some of this cleaning, and he ended up spilling the snack everywhere. So in typical stay-at-home mom fashion, I had a mess within a mess that I had to stop and clean up.
Love a little louder. Love out loud. Love out loud. Love out loud. Love out loud. Don't wanna be shy. I will let my guard down. I wanna laugh out loud. Talk a little deeper. Kiss a little harder. I wanna laugh out loud. Talk a little deeper. Kiss a little harder. Love a little louder.
We are now moving on to the cabinets that I keep my pots and pans in, and this cabinet, I can't even close it because these items are just thrown in here, and it's been like that for so long that it just does not close. There's just no organization. I've tried to organize them before, but I rarely ever get it the way I want it to be. But the good thing is I'm going to go through and I'm going to get rid of a lot of these items that I've had from the time that me and my husband started dating and they've been around with us. And I'm going to get rid of a lot of old pots and pans that just need to go. They've had their time, and I did get gifted a new pot set. So I'm going to go through, and anything that I don't need in the pots that I have, I'm going to get rid of. But also I don't want to make sure that I don't have any duplicates that come in this set. So it's going to free up a lot of space for me and look a lot more aesthetically pleasing and organized.
Show me your love like it is, and open my heart like you're fearless. Steal all the gold you can get. Show me your love, leave me breathless. I'm waiting around for something real. I'm going crazy, like what's the deal? 'Cause I want you to show me what you feel. You're watching me like you want me, but you're still holding back. Honestly, you're annoying me with the way that...
So I realized after organizing the cabinets that this cabinet is permanently damaged from me trying to shove it closed with the pots in there all the time. So I'm going to have my husband screw that to fix it for me.
Show me your love, leave me breathless.
So now we are moving on to probably the most embarrassing drawer in my entire house. This is where I keep the silverware and cooking utensils. It looks horrible. I have these two items that I got at Bed Bath & Beyond to help organize these drawers. I'm putting off opening it looking a mess because it's embarrassing, you guys. It really looks horrible, but these items that I'm using really did help organize it. And I did also get new cooking utensils. Like I said, a lot of these items I've had since my husband and I moved in together. That was over 9 years ago. So we have so much stuff that we've just kept from when we were dead broke, just getting our lives started. So there's so many items that don't match, but you can see this disaster of a drawer. Nothing about it makes sense at all. It just all looks really bad. So I'm going to completely clean it out, take everything out. I'm going to get rid of a lot of these utensils, a lot of these old knives and things that just don't make sense for us anymore, and replace them with new items. And this small tray that I was using before to organize the spoons and forks that wasn't really working for us, I'm going to go ahead and replace that as well with one that's a lot more functional and just looks a lot better and more aesthetically pleasing.
You think that you're under my skin. I just wanna wake up in my bed alone. Oh no, I don't wanna be tucked in someone else's arms. I will close my door 'cause I need my time. Wanna speak so loud even though I hide. Like I'm hypnotized, can't get out of here. You don't know me, I just need my time. Yeah. But they say I don't know where you come from. I don't. But you seem too nice to be alone. So lonely. I see you going through some things and I just wanna help. I don't know how to make it clearer. I just wanna go home alone. I need some time alone. Yeah, you look perfect, you're my type. Sweet and you care about my night. But I'm sobering up in this moment's past. Oh yeah, I don't wanna be tucked in someone else's arms. 'Cause my heart just broke and I need my time. Wanna speak so loud even though I hide. Like I'm hypnotized, can't get out of don't know how to make it clearer. I just wanna go home now. No, no, no. I need some time. I wanna go home, Lord. I wanna go home. I just wanna go home. No, 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 no. I wanna go home. Some time.
I'm sure you're probably noticing a lot of bumps and moving around with the camera. That is because Lincoln is hanging around right by where I'm cleaning. If you are a stay-at-home mom, let me know, how do you get projects done around the house with your little ones? I usually try to do a lot during nap time, but this was such a big project that I worked on it throughout most of the day. So we just kind of hung out in the kitchen a lot throughout the day. But anytime I have any big projects or anything going on, I always wonder how a lot of stay-at-home moms get things done with their little ones hanging out around. Next drawer we have is where I keep plastic bags, foil, and gloves. So I purchased this on Amazon to help me organize this drawer. I'm going to put my Ziploc bags in here, and then I'm going to try and figure out a neat way. Something, I don't know, I might just leave them in the box for the gloves, because we do use these gloves a lot when cooking. And I like to keep the foil handy, but I may move this to another location if it doesn't fit here. So let me go ahead and get started with cleaning this drawer out. now we are moving on to the final cabinet, which is the medicine cabinet. This cabinet is a disaster. I know a lot of people keep their medicine cabinets in the bathroom. Our kitchen is just a central part of our home. It's in between every bedroom, room. The house is literally smack dab in the middle of the house, so it's just really convenient for me to keep all of the medication for everyone right here in the kitchen. I keep vitamins. Everything goes in this cabinet. But it's gotten really out of hand and overstuffed. And I have so much of the same medication because if I can't see it, I'll assume that I don't have it. And I like to make sure that I keep things like infant Tylenol on hand at all time in case one of the boys has a fever or anything. I just want to make sure that I have that. And any allergy medicine, I like to have plenty of it. We do live in South Florida, and during spring and summer, like, allergy season is real. So I end up buying a lot of duplicates because I can't see it, so I'm happy to be going through this cabinet and just organizing it, getting things cleaned out, and making sure that I'm getting rid of anything that is expired.
To be daring, baby, dance the night away. I let my hair down if I won. Don't you just get tired chasing fame and being pretty all the time? Doesn't sound like fun. You can do better. Let me show you what a good time looks like. You can do better, so much better. I don't fit into your box, beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better, I dare you to be wilder. I don't fit into your box, beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better, I dare you to be wilder. I want to be silly, baby, dance the night away. I'll kick my shoes off if I want. Let yourself be free and maybe you will find that there is more to life than being pretty. Honey, let's just face it. You can do better. Let me show you what a good time looks like. You can do better, so much better. I don't fit into your box, beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better, I dare you to be wilder.
I hope this video gave you tons of motivation to go ahead and get started organizing any cabinets that you may need to organize in your home. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, please give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to, please subscribe. I would love to have you here. Please join my YouTube family. I have plenty more cleaning videos coming. This summer is going to be a whole clean house summer for me. So I'd love to have you here on my cleaning journey. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.